Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm just double checking a couple things here, and bang, I'm on the air. Okay, gonna begin tonight with a little something that's been going. Thank you, Rebecca. Um, that's been going on here last week or two. Um, and so let me switch over to my console here. And I am going to once again put me off camera. And I've got to just do a little thing here. Okay. Now, what's been going on is that there's been a little bit of a family feud going on QAnon world. And this has to do with uh, General Flynn being involved in what they are calling Satan Gate. And what's been going on here is that um, those who are loyal to Lynn Wood has turned against Mike Flynn. I think the reason had to do with uh, some prayer he was alleged to have um, said at some meeting. He is supposed to be apparently associated with this woman in the background. Don't know too much about that aspect of it. But it's gained a lot of attention. And um, one of the first people to see anything about this is the famous Will Summer, who has been following the actions of QAnon for quite some time. and he did. Uh, what we got here? Levi did not delete his channel. Uh, I see the trolls are starting early tonight, so I don't know. I'm going to leave up to my renters what they want to do about it. But this is one of these. Matter of fact, Lewis Berry, you're speaking about deleting channels. Can you have an explanation as to why an alleged government agency has blocked me from reading their tweets? I'd be rather curious. Not that it makes any difference, but it would seem to me that if you are going to visit this channel and sabotage it, you could at least allow me to read what you folks are saying to me over on Facebook and over on Twitter. But you're too much of a coward to do that. Uh, but, you know, this will be recorded as harassment because task force has been put on notice as all affiliations with the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force that they are not allowed in here. And Louis Berry, you are engaging in personal attacks of people. This is not allowed. So you are blocked. People need to follow the rules. If you're not going to follow the rules, then you are going to be shown the door. Now that we got that out of the way, I get back to the subject at hand. Um, anyway, General Flynn has come to the attention of Will Summer, and he's also come to the attention of a number of people. And this is getting uh, pretty widespread. Now, what is going on? Well, what is going on is that um, for whatever reason, General Flynn and Lynn Wood have had a bit of a falling out. And as a result, it's turned into something of a shit show. Now, we have things like this. You are satanic. You satanic piece of garbage. I'm deleting you. You're not worthy of the title general. You betrayed the American people. Has everyone seen your satanic, demonic prayer? If they haven't, they need to. Mike Flynn, I'm terribly disappointed in you. You are a traitor. Every lie will be revealed. Now, General Flynn is learning the hard way that QAnon is loyal only to QAnon. They're not loyal to anyone else but themselves. Now, he fell all in with these people, and now he's kind of stuck. Um, I don't know what the future of Mr. Flynn is at this point, but let's look at something rather interesting that's been happening with one of his originally most loyal followers. Uh, the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force, in the beginning, went full out for General Flynn. He was the greatest thing since spilt milk. Everybody liked him. He was a hero. Um, remember that the former president had given this guy a pardon because he had stuck his neck way out for the former president. And since the former president was loyal to QAnon, naturally, General Flynn fell into line and got in with QAnon. And now, because of this alleged prayer and what have you, uh, General Flynn has come under attack, of all people, by the fake Pentagon Pedophile Task Force. And Pentagon Pedophile Task Force has been quite busy. they've been putting up all kinds of videos. Now we have this sabotage video. Next we have Stu Peters reports on um, somebody that is endorsed by Michael Flynn. So that, that's kind of interesting. Learning all kinds of stuff about um, Mr. Flynn and those associating with him, those who support him, and those who are against him. Apparently, Patrick Byrne may have tried to come to the aid of General Flynn, or at the very least, um, I don't know what the deal is with that, but didn't work out. Next, we have a general that is in trouble with the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force and those that support Mr. Flynn. Um, it seems that everybody is a target, and that has any association with Flynn or is against the QAnon or what have you. And so Lynn Wood has come kind of a star in this, and General Flynn is being pushed aside. And uh, Lynn Wood is going all out against uh, General Flynn. And, so there, it's basically everybody has separated from each other, gone their own way, and so forth. Now, I want you to take note of the link that is in red at the bottom of this particular um, slide I put up. And this is where the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force is getting most, if not all, of their information. And it's like when they see sources like this go up, they automatically fall in line and say, well, the popular thing to do is go against General Flynn. And so that's what's being done. And as proof of that, um, this showed up uh, on the PPTF uh, fan board, an individual that actually owns the PPTF, put this on her Facebook page. And apparently, they're trying to say that Michael Flynn put this guy's picture up. Uh, I'm not sure what they are uh, implying here, but Lynn Wood wrote that this photo is circulating almost simultaneously with the Finn Satan power of attorney. See how the deep state operates and blah, blah, blah. See, Lynn Wood is going all out on the deep state. Now, who is the guy that's being picked on? Well, he's a lawyer. He's a partner in a law firm, practices intellectual property litigation. Uh, Now, as to what this guy has to do with all this nonsense is something that I really don't know. But, he's gotten himself involved in this mess. And so, either by choice or by just having a name similar to General Flynn. So I guess somewhere down the line, somebody in social media will uh, figure this one out. So that's my brief presentation on this nonsense. And let me go over here and get caught up in chat. Um, uh, I guess, again, I'd like to say hello to everybody that's checked in so far. And as I figured, essentially is another troll. It seems that these people love to come in here, and you know, if you're concerned about Levi Page's channel, you may want to go over and talk to Levi Page. I mean, what he does with his channel is his own business, but we run into these yo-yos every once in a while. Um, so let's see, we got to get rid of this one. Lewis Berry doesn't take a hint. I don't know how people, when they're blocked, keep coming back in here, but uh, that's the way things go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link to the call in case somebody wants to call in. Gonna love to see how this goes. Anyway, the link is now up, so if you want to call in, there you are. See, I'm trying to make this as interactive as I can, so we'll see what happens. So, how did everybody's Thanksgiving turn out? Everybody get fat on turkey and stuffing and all that? Did everybody go running around visiting relatives, or did you just stay home and watch TV? Basically, that's what I did. I stayed home and I watched TV um, for Thanksgiving and so forth. And also, I want to give a piece of news. I'm not sure if people heard or not. You might have remembered Skippy, the little black dog that would clatter down the hall every once in a while and made brief appearances on the show. Well, he passed away uh, this last Monday. He had been suffering um, quite a bit. He wasn't able to walk very well. He stopped eating. And so finally on Monday, um, he went to doggy heaven. So I just wanted to let those who may not have been aware of it know that we lost Skippy. He's a good little dog. He's about the most laid back dog I've ever had. Skippy was a rescue. A friend of mine who's in the um, pet rescue program told me about the dog. I got in contact with the former owner, and thus Skippy um, lived out his days in our house. Um, and so he is no longer with us. And thank you all for the condolences. I appreciate it. I'm just glad knowing that Skippy is no longer suffering. Uh, I'm going to miss the little guy, but Amber's still around and you know, she keeps us company. So we've got Amber still. So we're good in that respect. And so there's that. And again, hello everybody. Uh, Now to keep everybody updated, we are um, just a little over a month from the first trial that I will be covering live in the year 2022, and that is the um, Cynthia Absug case in Colorado. That is supposed to be the first week or two of January. I will be flying up to Colorado to cover the case live on location. I'm in the process of setting things up. And to interrupt a little bit, we have Sensual Sinister. Why do you call me a troll? Well, Sinister, it's because you are a troll. I have made it clear, broadcast after broadcast after broadcast, that I do not like people coming in here and attacking other channels. Uh, you and others have this obsession with Levi Page and others. And I have said that this is not going to be tolerated. Yet you keep coming in here every show and doing this. So until you stop doing it, you are going to be classified as a troll. And now, uh, Alex, thank you for that. You know what it's like to lose a close fur friend. And I met him when I came to Ohio, and he was real good real good dog. Minded me of Skippy, just a laid back dog. Just laid there and watched the whole thing. Well, they're all phony, Golden Mare. This Juan Q. Saban has uh, got himself in on a little bit of a gold mine here by following these QAnon nonsense. And I'm sipping on hot chocolate, by the way. Um, but Juan O'Saban is one of these people that he is taking advantage of this crap. Um, there are so many of these people running around uh, spewing this nonsense, and the thing I find kind of funny is we have these people up in Dallas, Texas, that are hanging around Dealey Square or Dealey Plaza, I guess is what it's called, waiting for JFK Jr. to show up, and of course that didn't happen. And so don't know what's gonna, when these people are finally gonna give up. The leader of that, it turned out, um, Lewis, you're another one. Why do you keep coming back in here? You're blocked, and yet you keep coming back in here. Go over to BitChute and talk over there. You come over here and you just, all you're going to do is get yourself kicked out. Every time you come in, you're going to go right back out again. Uh, you know, Lewis Berry is another troll right up there with essentially Sinister. Um, and why? I don't understand. I keep blocking Lewis Berry, and they keep coming back in here. Uh, these people, I guess, don't take no for an answer. This is considered harassment, by the way. Since you people aren't registered with YouTube, it's hard to get anything done about you people because you just create new accounts and come right back in here. And, it's this sick obsession you have with other people and, you know, underwear. It's kind of stupid. And I have yet to understand what this does or how this contributes to fighting child trafficking, human trafficking, pedophilia, and so forth. Attacking innocent people and people that run other channels, I don't get it. What is there about that drives these people? And it's just, there's so much going on. I mean, you could be talking about this little war going on between General Flynn and Lynn Wood and QAnon. You could be talking about uh, the trial starting up tomorrow, and let me bring up. Oh, that'd be a trip. If she were to call in or hear it. Lewis Perry is never called in um, because they don't want to be found out. They're too much of a coward. It's, but and it's funny because they've got this, they got this channel over there, um, where let's see, you got 9,526 people that watched their last video, according to their header. They've got 31,139 subscribers. Yet they come over here to this channel with 1,017 subscribers and 19 people on the air. And, and then they come over here and they want to talk about people's underwear. Kind of funny. What is there about this small YouTube channel that drives these people crazy? I don't understand it. But, Golden Mare, I hope I didn't block you. How do I find my block list? Um, doo, 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 doo. Okay, Golden Mare, I don't know if I blocked you or not. I was told I did. If I did, I apologize. Trying to keep. Oh, thanks, Levi. Um, I'm trying to keep some dignity in here, and you know, I was blocking people that were obsessed with underwear, and then I guess Golden Mare got caught up in the sledgehammer. So, in other news, I guess Michael Landry did shoot himself in the head. They finally came out with a coroner's report, and he had, yeah, it's probably friendly fire. I'm not a very good aim, uh, which is why I'm more comfortable with a shotgun than I am with my little Glock, because I probably shoot myself in the foot with the damn thing. Uh, in case someone decides to come here and I have to stand my ground and exercise the castle doctrine or something, I just pull out my 16 gauge, I guess. But, it is what it is, as they say. Anyway, um, but so Laundry um, has, um, basically shot himself in the head. I didn't read enough to see what the um, caliber of the um, weapon that was used. Could have been a fire, regular pistol, revolver, something like that. Yeah, just reading the little. Yeah, the shit definitely happens. Mm. Sorry about that. I kind of threw myself off the air. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, sometimes I'm not. Ooh, got highly reflective glasses. Everybody gets to see my monitor and my curtain there. Yeah, I guess, she wanted to see my living room, so she got to see my monitor station at least. They can examine that all they want. Just, oop. Yeah, it's a funny thing about this cup. This cup is actually green, kind of a lavender color. It comes out blue, mainly due to the green screen. Mm. Oh, we got Kyle. Well, Kyle Rittenhouse is here and left. That was quick. I don't know what that was about. I guess it's somebody that wants to declare that Kyle Rittenhouse is a hero. Actually, when it comes to Kyle, here he is again. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we got a picture of Kyle Rittenhouse here.
I am going to fight to the death of me to expose Alexandria Goddard. She sexually assaulted a man with hot sauce, Mert.
Yeah, did you ever get the full story behind that? Apparently not. The guy, uh, maybe sometime Alex will explain this guy, but apparently you support rapists because this guy was attacking a woman. But you know, that's, but here we go again. These people come in here and they troll this channel, uh, smearing other people for whatever reason. That wasn't even the subject tonight, but this is what I have to put up with.
For Mert, for you to defend someone that assaulted somebody with hot sauce shows your lack of moral turpitude. Shame on you, old man. Shame on you.
Oh God, I've been shamed. Oh my God, I guess I'm gonna go to the fires of hell because I defended a woman against a rapist. But it is what it is.
And Mert, you can let Alexandria Goddard know to take her spot.
Oops.
Horrible.
Horrible. Oh my God, it's so horrible. Come on. I know you're there because I can hear you hugging your mic. Oh, I guess device is not attached.
Her vagina, Mert.
Hello, Alex.
Hey.
Okay, you're in there.
Oh, what happened to my friend?
I think she passed out. Must be she had one drink too many.
She should call back.
She might. But Alex, I wish you would get into the hot sauce story because I remember that from back in the Stu Benville days, and maybe people would understand what that was all about.
Yeah, I can explain that. There was a guy from Steubenville who tried to rape my best friend, and he was from out of town. He came back to town during a holiday, and he came to our house, and we poured hot sauce on his junk. And then my friends at the police department knew that he was coming up there and showed up and made him leave with clothes in hand.
Well, it is what it is.
Don't be a rapist.
Yeah, don't be a rapist. You might wind up wearing hot sauce and kind of put yourself out of business for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Gonna get kind of touch sensitive down there. But I guess this troll just didn't want to hear the full explanation, but she's got it now.
But the troll didn't want to have to be an adult and face me. So call back, dipshit.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of a hit and run thing. They'll come in
Yeah,
here, say their
coward.
piece, and then poof, away they go.
They're
Just like
cowards.
it's just like a certain individual we know who has a warrant out for his arrest, and his girlfriend who has several restraining orders against him now, and
Oh, well, they will be having warrants shortly.
oh yeah, I expect that because they completely disregarded the thing. Like,
Oh, I can guarantee that.
and there's
Ask
other
me
things
about my
going
sprint.
on. I just got word of something else that's going on, and this is another one of these things where I have to keep my trap shut until I am notified of the parties involved. But it seems that we're going to have an interesting new chapter here in the next few weeks to talk about. So, and
Yep.
once that little piece of information comes flying across my desk, it'll be up here in another breaking news report.
Yep.
So,
And I know what you're talking about, and I can't wait until it's news.
so
So
well,
I'm gonna bow out, and I'm sure the booger eater will call back, and I'll click back in if she does.
yeah,
Weirdo.
we'll be waiting for him. Thanks for calling in,
Okay.
Alex.
All right. Bye.
Okay, that's what I like. Liven things up a bit here in the Murtathon. But no, there's some things coming down the line, and I'm waiting for clearance, just like I did on this last. Um, as far as whether or not the uh, Barbie and Ken are in Clarksville or Tennessee, that's one of these things I'm not going to answer because, drones and license plate scanners and GPS tabs are a beautiful thing. And you'd be surprised what kind of toys are out there. And if they think they're hiding, they're only fooling themselves. So the clock is ticking, and sooner or later, things are going to break. The gruesome twosome, yeah, that's that's a mild way of describing it. Mm. Yeah, I'm just real good hot chocolate here. It's keeping up with the heater here because I usually don't run the heater in the living room when I'm not in it. And now that I'm in the living room, whoops. Well, that's for sure, Alex. You can't run from the court. They will catch up to you eventually. It may take a couple of years, may take a couple of days, may take a couple of weeks, but they'll get you. Oh, she's back. Hello, Rittenhouse.
Tell Alex to shove her spreadsheet up her vagina, Mert. I am.
Well, she's right here. She's listening to you. You want to talk to her? She can call in, and you two can have a nice little conversation if you want. Oh, I guess not. She chickened out, Alex. I offered to have you two have a nice, pleasant conversation, and she just went. So, yeah, well, I tried. Yeah, I guess I'm not much of a matchmaker tonight. Uh, Nestle's Quick and milk. There's several different. Sometimes I'll buy like a gallon of hot. I'll buy a gallon of chocolate milk and I'll heat it up. Or in this case, it's Nestle's Quick and Milk. And we've also got Swiss Miss that I either put in water or milk. You know, Just depends. I like it better in milk because it gives it body. Well, she must have. Between you and Rittenhouse, she's got quite a fandom going there. Um, but it's this obsession with Alex. That's kind of weird. But and this is something that uh, you have a rape apologist in there with whoever is hiding behind the Rittenhouse brand, so to speak. Um, but I guess to come in this channel, um, they just must not have anything to do. And 9:30 on a Sunday night, and the only thing they can think to do is to come into this small YouTube channel and raise Cain and make a fool out of themselves. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Um, Makes for interesting conversation. Helps fill in the time here because when you're doing a show of this nature, you got to kind of figure out how to keep the to keep the thing going. Um, I like Levi's format because him and Alex, they have kind of a he talks, she talks type of thing. They have a conversation on the air, and then if somebody comes in, they'll talk to the person on the air. That's actually a good format. I like that. It's a little bit like my pal talk used to be. I had people uh, call in, or the way pal talk worked. You had all these people that would talk at the same time, and it was a walkie-talkie thing where you push push the button and talk. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I try not to drop the hot chocolate in my lap. That wouldn't go over so well. It would probably make the epic fail reel on YouTube. Uh, and watch me hop around like a bunny rabbit, trying to get the hot chocolate off my junk, what there is of it. So I got to be careful there. But normally it's Pepsi, and Pepsi's a little easier to control. But I just, this time of the year, it's cool here in Florida, so it's hot chocolate time. Now, I do have a few things planned for the new year. I'm finally going to get the Misa project going. The reason I hadn't been doing it earlier is because the price of materials was astonishingly high. Um, and the materials that I was going to need to do what I was going to um, do with the Mesa project, and now that materials have come down to a realistic level, I'll be starting the Mesa project, and I'll be simulcasting recorded videos as I go along. Um, starting after the first of the year sometime. I have another series that I'm thinking about doing, and then I'll be announcing that. This will be more on the M4K channel. But again, when that is live, that will come in here as well, even though it's an entirely different subject. Because this channel is supposed to be for all sorts of different subjects, and also since it has the most people on it, I am going to start it here, and then eventually, once I start getting traffic in the M4K channel, then things will go up from there. I'll be doing stuff exclusively over on the M4K channel to kind of keep things separate. And of course, we have the Task Force for Truth, which I'm simulcasting tonight. Um, that will be for things that have to do with mostly these grifters. Right now, I'm just concentrating on this channel, simulcasting over there, so that it's something to do while I'm waiting to get these trials started. And there's other things that I have in the pipeline that um, I'll be doing to where I'm not constantly discussing the others. Peppermint mocha. Oh, that sounds like fun. I may have to try that sometime. Um, that sounds like something you'd find at whatchamacallit, or one of these bistros or something. One of these coffee houses. Maxwell House coffee. Yeah, that was when I was driving truck. Maxwell House coffee was a staple. That stuff would keep you up forever, especially if you brewed it strong, or if you got truck stop coffee, where they would use the nice dark Columbia coffee beans. Maxwell House would do the trick. Get yourself a big cup of Maxwell House coffee, pour a bunch of sugar in there, pour a bunch of milk in there, and just go to town. Good for 300 miles in the truck. Pumpkin spice. Now that sounds interesting. I got some pumpkin pie I got to finish up. Yeah, diner coffee. I think another good one. Usually when I'm waiting for a flight at the airport, I'll go to Dunkin' Donuts, and they have a good brand of coffee. I'm not much of a coffee drinker. I usually drink mostly hot chocolate, but I will, if I need to stay awake, I will down some coffee. And Dunkin' Donuts makes good coffee. Of course, there's Starbucks, which is what I was trying to think of before, with what they have. Um, the Orlando airport has both Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks in it, and of course, and surprisingly, McDonald's makes a good cup of coffee. I've had coffee from McDonald's, and they do a pretty good job. They used to have hot chocolate, but they don't do that as much anymore. They go with coffee. Cumberland Farms. Yeah. I don't know what brand of coffee they use. We have a number of them down here. Um, and yeah, Aldi has a food bar when you go in there shop. I haven't been in an Aldi's in a long time. And they've got, they're like Starbucks. They got a wide variety of drinks, coffee, and other stuff. So um, go there. But that's one thing. Cops and truck drivers were heavy coffee drinkers. Since I've come off the road, I don't drink as much coffee. Uh, I rely on Pepsi, which has got a lot of caffeine in it, and caffeine doesn't really have a flavor to it, so you have to rely on the sugar that's in it. Huh. Really, I'm gonna have to. I haven't been to an Aldi's in a long time. I'll have to run over there sometime and try that chocolate wine brand. Hmm. Mine is coffee grounds. Okay. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so now the Neely Blanchard, there has been nothing new with that. I checked over the weekend on that, and I'm going to check again just in case I missed something. But I had checked with them, I think, yesterday. Uh, it's the way it's supposed to work out in January. Um, Well, that didn't do what I wanted. The okay, let me go back. Let's see. Go over here. Oops, wrong court. So I got to back up. They have a search engine in Florida that's kind of a weird one. Um, Now, one thing I haven't been able to do is get a lot of information about the Cynthia Absug case. The system out there is kind of strange, so the case is either sealed or it's just hard to do anything. Dwayne, I have not heard that much about him. Last I knew, he was down in Georgia or someplace doing his thing, and he got into trouble with college students. I'm not sure what's going on with them. Yeah, hard hard to tell with that dude. He's almost as bad with women as I am. Yeah, we're still on nothing new with the Blanchard. We still have the supplemental discovery, which was the Vice article, which I thought was interesting that got in the news, or got in not in the news, but got into the discovery. So they're gonna that fiasco is going to come into the court. Um, her association with um, E-Clause. So we get to look forward to that. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he is. I mean, these are people that consider themselves above the law. They're sovereign citizens. Yeah, they go around and renounce their citizenship and all this stuff. So, that's the old wacko squad that we got going on out there. So, you're going to have um, these people playing their little games, and eventually they're going to get big enough to where um, the government's going to come down on them like a ton of bricks. The IRS is going to say, you need to start paying taxes on this stuff. And we don't care if you're uh, not a citizen of the country or not. You're making money in the United States, citizen or not, so you have to pay taxes. I mean, undocumented aliens in this country have to pay taxes on their salary, so but but going to be having a bit of a court watch tomorrow, and I gotta get a piece of paper, so I did that wrong. Okay. keep hitting the wrong button. If I get the blue, that means I've hit the wrong button. Um, the Maxwell trial starts tomorrow. Um, and um, that's going to be an interesting trial. Now, it's a federal trial, so you're not going to have cameras in the courtroom, but strange as it may seem, they're going to have audio, at least according to the source. And let me put on here this number 844 721 2737. So there's that. And then when you dial that number, you get an access number, and it's 999 1787. And this will allow you to listen in on the trial. Now, I don't know yet if they have done jury selection or if that's what's going to start, but this is Twitter is probably going to explode starting tomorrow uh, with, let's see. So we have several, there's going to be a couple of updates come. With the Galestine, I don't know how you pronounce that name, Galestine Maxwell. And everybody is covering this, and I guess even the mega turds are going to be covering it, which will be interesting, considering that Mr. Trump has been shown with these people. Yeah, Summer Wells is another thing. Nothing about that either. It seems like we're getting now, from what I understand, he has been writing. The father has been writing songs about her. Which has got people riled up. I think we're on day 144 with him in hiding, and nobody seems to be in the mood to arrest this guy and get him back to the state of Texas. It's it's like what's the deal here? I found it interesting that these anti-CPS people took his side in all this. Usually they take the women's side, but they took his side. So that was a trip. So oh my. So anyway, I think to summarize it, I think that's going to be about it for tonight. I have a full week ahead of me. I might as well get some rest and get ready for the new week. I am going to try and listen in on the Maxwell trial tomorrow. And at the very least, we have all these people that, oh my, I gotta check that one out. But yeah, that's the thing, Golden Mare. This is typical of all these cases in social media. You get everybody's playing mind games and lying about it and everything, and that seems to be where we're going here. But if anybody missed the number, go ahead and just when a recording comes up, go ahead and look for it there. I'll put it up in when I edit the video. I'll put it up in the comments or in the description so that people will have the information to go and listen to the trial, and we'll see how things go. This is going to be a very watched trial. I would suspect the major media is going to get in on it, as well as um, the extreme right. They always seem to get in on these things. And boy, the trolls were rather quick tonight. They came in, did their thing, and buggered out. So that was made for a little bit interesting situation. They did just what we all expected them to do. They have nothing of substance. Uh, LB 337, thanks for the thumbs up. Uh, feel free to come back at any time. I'm trying to improve this thing as I go along. Ugh. Got the old man. Bloop. When you get my age, it's best not to be on camera, I guess. Anyway. So I guess what I'll do is I'm going to log off, guys. I appreciate everybody coming in. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and stay tuned as we go down the road of weirdness on the internet. And I'm going to try and do things to improve the channels as the days and the weeks go on to offer something of substance for you folks. And we'll see how everything goes. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, what little left of it. Some of you, anybody tuning in on the West Coast, got a little bit longer to go. And I do have another trial that I'm tentatively going to cover. This one is in California. And I'm in the process of checking the logistics out on that. It's a federal trial, but we'll see how it goes. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Until the next time, this is William K. Murtathon, Mark Witness One. Have a good night and have a good one. Bye-bye.